And I think that you're going to find a complete conversation here and hopefully something slightly different than you would normally gather. This is a year-long conversation. As you know, we have been here at Honey Lake Plantation before. I thank you so much for joining us again. And this is part of a series of conversations that we work with the Florida Department of Transportation on.
You know, transportation is critically important in the state. You know, it's the foundation for all the issues that we all care about, whether it's job creation or education or healthcare. All of those rely on a good quality transportation infrastructure.
We are constantly focused on the future and identifying solutions to challenges facing Florida and bringing together stakeholders that have a vested interest in those solutions. Governor Scott has announced a historic investment of more than $10 billion in Florida's transportation systems. Why? Because the transportation is economic development, and we must have infrastructure in place to make Florida competitive.
The truth is the Florida Chamber gets a lot of credit for doing things like this, but the truth is we're just a collection of what all of you are doing. And I think back about 100 years ago when our organization was started, we were started to really prove the point that we can do far more by working together than any one of us can individually.
I really liked what Mark Wilson said at the very beginning, which is we've got to continue the conversation that investment in transportation is truly an investment in economic prosperity and quality of life. It isn't a cost, it really is a benefit side of the equation.
You know, obviously DOT, unlike a lot of other state agencies, is in every town and community across the state, which means that we rely on partnerships to accomplish our goals. And we rely tremendously on the Florida Chamber and its partners in communicating the message of the importance of transportation investments and how that connects back to economic development.
As we talk about the growth of Florida, I think the key question, whether you want to look at the Cuba question, whether you want to look at the Panama Canal and the expansion that offers us, whether you want to look at the work we're doing with airports and our seaports and taking advantage of doubling trade over the next 5 years, the big question is Florida on the right track? And are we ready for this kind of growth that we need?
The U.S. Chamber rated Florida's transportation system as #1 in the country, and it's because of gatherings of leaders like this that will continue to make us #1 in transportation planning and investment.
We all successfully have worked together to make sure that transportation is not seen as an expense, but it's seen as an investment. And the more that all of us can leave here today with a clear understanding that we're growing with number of visitors, we're growing with number of residents, we're trying to recruit more companies to grow and to move to Florida, that means infrastructure has got to be in front of us.